The struggle for the emancipation of Ugandan women has been a long and difficult one, spanning over 50 years of Uganda's independence. Back then, the society was highly patriarchal, with men dominating all aspects of social life. Women's role was limited to doing household chores and bearing children.
When you had a job, you got a smaller salary. And getting a job when there is a man would also be difficult, unless that job is specifically for women.
Very few women were educated because most parents believed educated girls would turn out to be big-headed wives. But despite the odds, a small group of educated women emerged to challenge the stereotypes against women. One such woman was Rhoda Kalema, who was regarded as an icon in the women's empowerment movement.
What we were trying to do was to see that a girl must get her potential. Must reach her potential. Without, by the way, the culture and tradition also used to pull the girls down. And we also fought that.
The advocacy for gender equality by Mama Kalema and her contemporaries was met with some resistance by the leaders of the day. And the situation was made worse during the reign of the late President Idi Amin and later General Okello Lutwa, where scores of women were raped by indisciplined soldiers. The late Amin hated the Western liberal lifestyle that Ugandan women had adopted in the 70s and consequently issued a decree that banned women from wearing weaves and miniskirts.
It was a decree, it became law, and you would be arrested for it. It was a crime.
There are many women you knew that went to prison?
Yes, women were arrested. They never stayed there long, but you know the fact that you have been rounded up and taken to prison, the following day less and less women would put on miniskirts. Eventually, we learned to put on long dresses.
It was after the 1986 guerrilla war led by President Museveni and his National Resistance Army that a number of laws and policies aimed at improving the situation of women were enacted, as globally the women's movement gained prominence. Women then started holding senior positions in government, the most notable being the former Vice President Specioza Kazibwe. But despite the gains, a number of vocal activists feel a lot more needs to be done to put women at par with men.
What we have done is stepping on the right path, but the walking is still there. And I can assure you, the road is steep, is very narrow, it is thorny, and women of Uganda have got to walk together side by side with the men of Uganda in unity to ensure that the women of this country are empowered.
The question of women's emancipation was put to some women along the streets of Kampala. Do you feel that women in Uganda today enjoy equal opportunities as men?
Not really, but somehow they do, but not much.
What would you like to see done differently? What particular areas do you want to see change?
I would like to see women taken as the same as they are taking men and given more respect as the way they are taking men because they are doing a lot.
Currently we have the women CEOs, we have the engineers, we have many women, even the Speaker of the Parliament herself, she's a woman. So that shows that there is gender equality in this country.
There is gender equality as compared to the past.
In recent times, the advocacy for equality among women has drawn a host of influential Ugandan women like the First Lady Janet Museveni, former legislators Winnie Byanyima and Miriam Atembe, Speaker of Parliament Rebecca Kadaga, and many others. The current government has done a lot in giving women equal treatment, but that equality is largely seen in the major cities of this country. Back in the villages, strong cultural attachments have still kept women on the back seat. While educated women in the city continue pressing for more rights, Mama Kalema feels the struggle for equality is being taken down a female-centered path at the expense of society.
We did not expect that women must come up and go above their natural roles. In fact, I may say this, and many women may not be happy with me, to believe that we must have a woman president, we must have a woman this, I do not believe that is necessary to demand that, because society must balance.
Ugandan women have certainly come a long way in the enjoyment of equal opportunities with men, and already some political commentators are advocating for a woman president in 2016. Chris Ochamringa, NTV.